How about volume now? Looks like there actually might be volume this time. I don't know what the heck is going on with my streams, man. But this is absolutely driving me insane. So ever since now that I hit that 1K mark, you get issues, I think. We ended up, yeah, the sound is back. I had to actually click out of the stream. I have no idea what's going on. So now that I hit 1K, now just YouTube is going to be junk. Whatever. It is what it is, right? Man, it stinks. But I want to rip this thing so bad. Not that it matters, but I'm kind of surprised they didn't do opposing clips. Yeah, again, I don't know what the heck happened to the stream. I think I'm going to have to go wired or something. I don't know if that's the deal or what. But it actually came with the DX2E, which this is the same radio that came with the DB Pro. So it's a good radio. Got to get the Bluetooth module for it. But yeah, I don't know. Put the WL toys next to it. I guess the tough part is knowing whether if my stream dumps out of volume. Because does the stream actually looks like it's all right, or does it look clear? Because I have no idea why the volume keeps dumping out. But yeah, there you go. So you could actually put the WL toys probably inside. Oh wait, yeah. Does it? Oh, as it crushes it. And it flattened it out. It's using it for shoes. I don't know, man. I think I should put the batteries in it at least. So, anyways, like I was saying, what's everybody doing today? Anything good? Anna, what are you up to? Asterion, are you still working on the LRP? I think I have to actually literally have my own TV on to make sure that my stream doesn't dump out. Still wrenching? Anna, what's up with you? Anything? Or are you gone too? Anna, calling Anna. I just watched F1 from yesterday and was going in on that race, but it was rubbish and ridiculous. 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 It's the same thing. I know what you meant. Asterion, is your workbench all like squared away 100% now? As far as being built? check out these reaction packs. Make sure they fit. No problem. Wow. No, because the only thing that they had were these right here, so it's not going to matter anyway, you know, for now. It'll be nice after I get the Bluetooth module, but for now, it's just literally just got to get it running, you know. I don't want to waste time. Put this battery in backwards. Yeah, maybe I should. Mats, what's going on, man? Muscle, did you, I'm assuming you must have ordered smart batteries, right? Actually, what I want to do is I want to run HRBs through this thing. I mean, while the smart technology, I'm sure, is awesome and all that other stuff, you know, you get used to just running something the way it is, you know? Everything's tech now. It's insane. It would be nice to know how fast it is without, you know, throwing my phone in there and having it fly out. What did those packs run you? And what exactly did you get for packs? And Big Muscle. I'm just gonna call you the Muscle. Do you want to say where you're from? Big Muscle? Who else is there? Anybody else? 5 on the stream? Big Muscle RC. Calling Big Muscle RC. Do you want to say where you're from or no? You don't have to. Come on, guy. Get the pen right here. Shouldn't that say OCD videos? Obsessive compulsive disorder? All you people that do all those crazy video games all the Big Muscle, where'd you go, man? PS2, N64. They ran me $100. That's not bad, but what exactly are they though? Oklahoma City, nice. Usually what I do is I just throw people on the I got this sheet of paper that literally lists everybody that comes to the live stream and just where they're from, just because I think it's cool. Big Muscle Earth. And he is from Oklahoma City. Okay. What's your weather looking like over there? Who's this guy? Joe Daddy's Garage? Atlanta, Georgia? Boy, I heard that's a bad place to live. I keep seeing like all these stolen vehicle alerts and all this other stuff down in GA. Gotta be tough, you know it. It's scary and from Mars. One of these days, maybe I'll get rid of that cough. Yeah, what were you in his vessel that he launched into space? Oh, was that you, Asterian? Were you the one in the suit? Wait, you didn't write me down? Oh, look at this guy. Who is this guy? I actually got to write this guy down. $5,000s. No. Is that Jose or Josie? I think didn't I have you on here? Are you from New York? Jose, are you from New York? Yeah, all right. So for some reason I got you down, but I didn't put the RS4 down. I had a feeling that was you. No, we haven't been able to take it out because of the weather. Obviously, you know, it's waterproof and all that stuff, but for this thing's first outing, I wanted to have, you know, kind of a clean run. Just run it through some sand first and then, you know, get it dirty after that. Man, 70 degrees. Ah. No, it's as far as I'm aware, it's basically the same exact size. They've just changed. It's almost like, so what it's like is it's almost like, I guess you want to say, it's just a larger version to this. So look at that. The thing actually fits inside of it. So the original DB versus the DB right here, this is basically, I guess you want to say, the DB Pro, just in 1/5 scale. You know, I guess you want to say all the upgrades that this already has from its prior model. From what? I think that was what, 2017 that came out. But yeah, look at that. That's a good one, right? Literally, you could just close the top and just run it. Fits nice. Looks like it's almost designed to be in there like that. Yeah, mine are also the 50C reactions. So I'm at 5,000 50C. Let me pull the battery out so you can see it. Right there. That's what I'm running for this for now. Supposedly these are pretty good batteries. We'll find out. So we're going to actually have a few announcements for the channel. Literally coming up, I want to say, I'm hoping before the end of this week, a couple of announcements for the channel, which it's pretty insane. I'm blown away. One was obviously, thanking everybody that subscribes to the channel, that I am now over that 1K mark, which is pretty intense. It's awesome. I'm not sure what kind of doors it'll open, if it will at all, but it's like, people do look forward to that 1K. So hopefully bigger and better things coming for the channel. Yes, but not, okay, so Anna, not only that, but like I said before, I wasn't going to do, I don't know. Right now, I'm not into like doing that giveaway as far as, oh yeah, sub me for that. We obviously made it past that 1K. The original giveaway was that obviously sub it, but it wasn't, going to get to 1K. I didn't even think I was going to get to 1K before the end of the year. And then the fact that the channel actually went to 1K before my birthday, it was just like, how is this happening? Like literally, how is it all of a sudden just gaining traction? So I don't know, maybe people like some of the videos, or maybe they like some of the cars on the videos or something. Maybe I'm making good choices for cars. I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely cool. Small channel like mine, growing like that, and then being offered what I was offered. Yeah. I mean, when they have that picture of mind blown, my mind was blown. So we'll see. Hopefully, like I said, big changes happening for this channel. It is definitely a fun ride. I'll tell you that. Can I quit my job? No. Will I be able to someday? No. But it's still fun. Tenacity MT, make it into a 4S. Nice. Any thoughts on the Rock Ray? That it may slightly be better than the Camo X4. I guess, I don't know, for some reason, the Rock Ray, it didn't catch my attention as much as the Super Rock Ray. So the Super Rock Ray caught my attention, but then obviously with the rear axle breakage issue that they're having, it kind of like steered me away, and I was just like, yeah, maybe, you know what, a rock racer in that scale isn't what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? Obviously those cars are very specific. Still need the hookup on some yeah, HRB batteries, exactly. So what I'm trying to do is on the RCGG Facebook site, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get together a group buy on HRB batteries. I've actually been in touch with HRB, and I'm hoping to push them a bit further on a discount, because The initial discount that they offered, I just was like, no, we'll hold out, see what happens. But HRB, it's a great company as far as like their warranty, and then obviously the graphene batteries that they have. I have not had a better balancing battery than this thing right here. And this is, I use this battery right here in my, obviously in the Arma Mojave, and I can force feed it into, or force fit it into the UDR. It's just like when I force two 3-cell HRB batteries, but the graphene batteries, these are nice. They're a slightly smaller, tighter pack to give you the same power output, which that's what I like about it. But as far as how they charge, blown away. How they discharge, blown away. They seem to discharge evenly, which I don't know. For some reason, all the batteries that I've had other than HRBs, they don't seem to discharge at a consistent, solid rate, I guess you want to say. That it seems like there's, issues, but with those HRB graphenes, zero issues. So I'm trying to put together a little group buy. So sorry about the coughing. If you have headphones on, sorry about that. Can't do anything about it right now. Jose, what do you think about the Rock Ray yourself? If you believe you deserve it, the universe will say. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? My wife is, because she asked, what do I want for Christmas? I told her I need the batteries for it, so I made her order. She's mad. Well, hey, this is so big muscle. Obviously, I have no idea how old you are. You probably got to be at an age to be able to afford a car like this on your own, obviously. But usually the fast and quick solve all is, honey, it's either going to be that or a case of beer. You choose. So you might get, what you want on that aspect. Anna, it'll all come in time. How long have you been on YouTube? Like I even said, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that I am past that 1K. Like, really. I think I want to power this on. I wonder if my my stand should hold this. This is no lightweight stand. This car is just damn heavy. God. So there we go. This thing will not, well, actually, maybe I could get it to rotate. If I leave it right to the edge of the bench. Let's plug this thing in. There we go. Reach. Ready to hear the spark? Oh, no spark. All right, what's going to happen? We're going to hit the contact button, see what happens here. I might have to hold on to this thing. Oh, my God. Well, we're all connected up. Wow, that just sounds like a very mean servo. Holy moly. Wow, it's actually surprisingly quiet. What? Man, you wouldn't want to get your finger stuck in that thing right there. That's like the meat churner. Let's bring it down at a different level here. Holy crap. Yeah, this thing's just going to move. Yeah, I think that's good. That's good enough for a bench test. This thing is going to be scary. I'm telling you. Not that I'm scared of an RC car, man, but I'm telling you, could you imagine this thing slamming into something? Oh, see, that's the other thing you got to think about, too. So, when you buy a big RC like that, you're also paying big price for replacement parts, too. You know, everything is upscaled. So, don't think that, you know, you're going to be paying like $8 for like a little link arm or something like that. No, it's probably not the way it works. God. Everything about the balance of this thing is just like, man. All right, what's going on here? What am I hung up on? Am I hung up on something? It almost feels like I'm hung up on something. This thing is just so massive. Yeah, it's a little bit different. Holy smokes. Yeah. Just everything about this car. Not too shabby for a little homemade stand. Yeah. Thing looks like it's ready to take off. Your game just broke. That's no good. What was that? All the people that's on the live chat, hit the top X button on the right. Give a thumbs up. It would be awesome. Sounds like it's it's a tank. That thing is definitely going to break. Yeah, dude, that thing. 44, what? Trying to figure out what's Muscle saying. 44 on something. I must have lost something. I can't figure it out. Yeah, steering with the breaking of the legs. Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, I want to do a compilation video of how many times somebody hits themselves. Like, I mean, I'm sure everybody knows you're an RC person, man. Always wiping yourself out. At least I know I do. I don't know how I aim for myself, but I end up aiming for myself somehow. Come on, go that way. There we go. This is all jacked up. I think that's better, right? Yeah. Yeah, it works. Oh, there goes the computer. All right, what do we got going on here? So what is everybody doing? We got 9 people. Oh, we had 9 people. Now we got 5 people on the stream. We're dumping them. They're dropping like flies. They're like, oh, dude, you're not going to run the thing? Forget it. I'm out of here. Big Muscle. I don't do videos that much. Oh, are you Big Muscle? Were you answering that you did 44 videos? Or you are 44? Sorry, I'm just catching up right now. I don't do videos that much, but I do want to get a video camera, but don't want to spend all my money on a GoPro. Do you have any ideas on a camera? Man, that's the thing, because if you want, you have to know this. Think about that. How much did you pay? So, Muscle, you've got this, right? Why'd you buy it? And how much did you pay for it? So you bought a quality product. You have to save up and get a quality camera to get a good picture. I will say, until I got my, which I don't even know what that is now. Oh, until I got this, which was the Black 7, right? I was primarily using these bad boys right here. You can probably get these at a good price now. These are the Session 5s. But then again, you know, maybe you could luck out on one of those, what are they called? The Lascos or something like that. The lookalike GoPro camera, you know, type cameras. I think they're like if you go for the better one, I think it's like $150 or something like that for one of those cameras. And that's, you're talking, you know, not a third of the price of this, but pretty close. Someone staring at the Mojave? Yeah, it's sitting there. It's waiting. Yeah, the RC unicycle. Yeah, so did all you guys see the new RC unicycle that's coming out? It's the big Arma reveal. The RC unicycle from Arma. It's the X-Max killer. What, the RC unicycle that Arma's coming out with? Is that what you're talking about? Arma's big reveal in what, 2 days now? Is the Arma X-Max killing unicycle. You've got a black 8 and you haven't even used it. Matthew, what's wrong with you? Matthew, is this your first time to the stream? Because I don't have you down on my paper here. Oh, you want to shoot some action of the Mojave? Yeah. That'll definitely be a good camera to shoot the action of that thing. I'm telling you, man. When the video that I did on the Mojave, I couldn't stop saying holy crap because of how fast it was. Just for what it was, how it handles the terrain, how it takes its corners. When it finally does flip, yeah. Seven people on the stream. We got 7 people on the stream and only 4 people are talking. Matthew, are you still here? Yeah, it's to film your wife's delivery. Matthew, did you want to say where you're from? Because what I do is I've got a sheet that basically just lists how many people come to the live stream. I don't know if you wanted to be on it or not. You just got to say where you're from. That's all. You don't have to give up or anything. All right, Anna. We'll see you later. Thanks for coming to the stream. Awesome. Good luck on your stream, Anna. Just keep with it. Keep with it. A full alloy Arma Italian on 2S. Is it slow? Rip the thing right now. It's just the weather's garbage. You know what? I could still rip it, but I could rip it on the street, but it just, I don't know, it won't serve what it can do. Oh, Matthew, the Mojave? Yeah. The thing is incredible. Here. I know you got one, but I gotta weigh that thing. Well, all right, there you go. Matthew, you're from California. Awesome. So what are you? It's 8 o'clock for you, huh? 8 a.m. Cali. Yeah, it's crazy how many people just all over the place. We got Fog City. He's from Cali. We got Casey. He's from Cali. We got Revolution X. He's from Cali. Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, I mean, like the only reason why I am so like obviously we know the Hebao, which that's actually the people pronounce that truck right there, right? So there's a bunch of different ways to pronounce the name of that truck. And what I was told, the American pronunciation for the actual name for that truck is going to be different, as long as like it's not destroyed like some people, you know, call it, you know, dumb names, but whatever. I think I was calling it Habeo at first, and they were fine with that. And then Hobao, I think people call it Hobao, and then told that it was actually HU bow, like BOW, HUBOW, but it's actually not. It's actually HE. If you want the correct pronunciation of it, it's Hebao. So it's actually HEBOW. You know, that's the proper way, I guess, to pronounce that. So, and there's a reason why I am now properly pronouncing that name. So, yeah, we'll all find out. Any of the subscribers to my channel, we're going to find out a couple of things pretty soon. Well, obviously, Matthew, you probably should go with something belted, right? You need to post a picture. I don't know if that, I don't know about that, man, because I don't want to post like people's, you know, what names and cities quite yet. Let them be the judge of how they want to handle it, because what we're trying to do is we're building up also that RGCC site, which is RC Guy Garage on Facebook, and it's basically for people that subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you want to like share, because what I realized having this channel was that there's no way for you guys to share with everybody else like your own vehicles. You know what I mean? Your own, like, it's basically a site for anybody to go to and share information about the RC hobby. It does have rules. It has 9 rules. And, you know, obviously if you don't abide by the rules, you're gone. It's just, it is what it is. It's one of those things. The rules are very plain and easy, and it's basically about respect. Trying to like keep, you know, junk out of there, because you're going to have all ages. You're going to have all, you know, groups of types of people. You know, you're going to have guys, you're going to have girls, you know, you're going to have whatever, you know, and if there's like a nice, safe place to go to share information, nobody bashes anybody else's RC. If you love Arma, then I do too, right there. There's the proof. I love Arma too. But I also love Losi. I've always loved Losi as a kid. Losi was always, for me, just like a Schumacher, the unobtainable level of vehicles, because I guess Schumacher and Losi to me have always been like a different level of performance, if that makes any sense. And I'm not saying Traxxas isn't, but Traxxas seemed to be able to have, I guess, a broader, maybe dipping into a lesser expensive car, still giving you something good, like some of the early Traxxas vehicles. Then obviously you got Kyosho, obviously Associated. So my first car was a Kyosho Ultima. And then I got an RC10. Then I got another RC10, and then from there it just took off. I got the bug. RC boats, planes, helicopters, whatever was RC, other than tanks. I didn't do anything with like tanks or construction equipment. I know they've got some pretty insane scale stuff now, but that's because of technology. That's because of, you know, the way parts and things can be created now. You know, even like the most foolishness of making my own battery tray for my Red Cat Camo X4. I didn't like the way it performed. I didn't like how the chassis had that extra amount of, I guess you want to say, slop in it. And building that 3D printed battery tray was the for it because it brought the battery down low, not as far forward as what they designed. Actually, no, it did bring it a little bit more forward. But then also it tied the chassis kind of like in front to back. You know, it's fun doing stuff like that, you know, modern stuff. You know, to how you want. That's what's cool about the art is that, especially nowadays, it's like owning a real car, to where, you know, you buy a Honda, anything from like a Honda Civic all the way to a Mustang or a Corvette or whatever, or the trucks. Just manufacturers are just making aftermarket parts like crazy now. I mean, like T-Bone Racing, and literally how T-Bone Racing is known for chunky parts. Their armor is actually armor, you know? That's that Bostonian thing happening where I like pronounce armor and arma the same way, like armor, like, you know, armor, like battle combat armor versus arma. It's Bostonian. Lyle, what's going on? Oh, Iceman. That's a good question. I don't even know. I plugged it in and didn't even look at the light bar. Now, see, it takes somebody else coming onto the stream to say, hey, how bright's the light bar? I didn't even look. I literally just plugged it in and just, you know, a little goose, and I'll check it out. All right, you guys can check it out, actually. Oh, it's going to hit. It's going to hit. So I'll put the camera right in front of it so you can get an idea. That was a good idea, Iceman. Hey, Iceman, I think this is the first time for you to come to the stream, I'm guessing. You want to get a full on, like blind burn out your retinas? Fire that bad boy up, I will. But hey, Iceman, before I do that, how about this? Tell me where you're from. Tell me where you're from, and then I'll fire it up. That's easy. That's easy. What I do is I've got a list of people that come to the live. It's just kind of cool. Illinois. Awesome. Thank you, Iceman. Iceman 102185. Illinois. Thank you for that, man. All right, so one thing that's actually cool about this, like right away, I think I still got the. Do I still have the batteries connected? I think I still have the batteries connected. But what's cool about it right away is that the switch you can actually access by, you can slide your hand in either side and go for the power switch because there's actually a hole. Oh my God. So that's how bright it is. Can we get any justification here? Start turning off lights. See what we got. We got like a whole bunch of lights on here. So that's how bright it is. It's not, I want to say it's not blindingly bright. It's going to be enough light to to see, you know, where it is. Because, I mean, obviously you're not, we'll get a nighttime video, but it's bright, but not blindingly bright. It's so, I think, obviously, so that you can see the RC, obviously at dusk, and or, you know, which direction it's coming or going or whatever. Not that I don't think that really matters, because with the size of this thing, you're going to know which way it's going. I don't think there's going to be any question about that. What do we got here? What a monster. Yeah, the thing is, I mean, Lyle, the thing is it's, yeah. Monster is, yeah, you know what? We can't call it a beast. You got to call it a monster. So Lyle, right there, that's probably what the nickname of this thing is going to be. We're going to take out the monster. Lyle, you just named the DBXL. It's now called the monster. That was a good one. It's a monster. You got to say it Bostonian, though, right? You can't have the R on the end. It's a monster. It's a monster. Yeah, monster. See, I just like to have fun, you know? I guess you gotta be a goofball once in a while. Thanks, I'm blind. It's actually not that bright. I mean, it's sufficient. What I want to find out is, I want to find out if this thing's bright. So I got a light bar, pretty cheap. I want to find out how bright this is. That is, I don't know if you can see it. I kind of mocked it up real quick. Keep grabbing this camera. But I mocked it up real quick on the MT just to see if it was something that was going to work out. And it might. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll put it towards the back. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it towards the back, attach it to the roll bar. But right now it's just sitting on there. But I wanted something that went basically from edge to edge, and that actually does. It actually fits pretty good. So, yeah, an early stream. Yeah, we did the Ben. We got the DBXL 2.0 just sitting right there on the bench, looking pretty. Matter of fact, I should probably unplug the battery right now. I use my head to keep it up. And obviously, when I take it for a ride, I will do a refresh top off on these batteries. That's the only thing that it's kind of funky. It doesn't, after being open, it doesn't go down on the pins. Not that that's a big deal. Maybe after a couple of smashes, it will. After a couple of smacks with this thing, maybe things will be more aligned as far as those front pins. But I mean, the thing is just, it's an animal. Or should I say, Lyle, it's a monster. Reckless Hobbies, what's going on, brother? Reckless Hobbies is in the house, first time. Hey, Reckless Hobbies, where are you from? Where are you from, Reckless? So, Reckless Hobbies is actually on the stream right now. This is actually where we got beautiful machine right here. Now called the Monster. No better way. Boston, Mass. Yeah, so Reckless Hobbies is in the house. So this is actually Reckless Hobbies is the LHS where I get all my RC stuff. Did you hear that, Reckless? All. Other than like little Amazon, little bits. Yeah, there you go. Reckless, you're already known to my audience here, brother. We actually, hopefully, if Richard sees this live stream, Richard is hopefully thinking about coming down to your shop, which will actually be pretty cool. He used to be into RC, and I guess after seeing, what's happening on this channel. All right, Lyle, that's right. Enjoy the monster. You got to get rid of that R though. Monsta, monster. Yeah, but if you're local to Wareham, or even if you're not local, go take a drive over to Reckless Hobbies in Wareham, because the place will literally blow your mind. I don't know how the guy can contain himself. The place is just, and I'm not saying that because he's on the stream right now. It's point blank. It's exactly what I thought when I first walked into the shop. The monster. Who knows? Hey, Mets, if things go as planned, he maybe he could open up a store in Alabama and crush it. Telling you, he's moving fast, and he has things under control too. Oh yeah, he's got a what do they call that when you do the pound symbol? I forget what it's called. A tag or something? But he's got this let's get reckless tag thing that if you want to, I guess, kind of, tag let's get reckless on some of the stuff you do, by all means, go right ahead and do it. Reckless, you've already got an investor. Bam. Yeah. I'll tell you right now, you know what was funny, right? Because we took I got to take this off the stand right now. I mean, I got to weigh this thing, but it literally, you feel like it's going to break the bench when you put it down. But it was funny, right? Because we popped this thing open, and while it was open, I think I was strapping down the batteries, and then I think Asterion on the stream was asking about size differences, right? Like throw a couple of vehicles next to it just to kind of get like a size or scale difference. So what I did is I took its little brother. I think its little brother is literally made to fit inside, because when you look at the front bumper, it's actually designed to actually fit inside the DBXL. So that just tells you that the DB Pro, this is just a bigger version of the DB Pro. And you can tell literally by how this thing is built. So the DBXL had a child, or the other way around, and the other way around is just a Nephilim. So this is a Nephilim. Martin, where you from, man? Isn't that insane? The DB Pro fits inside the DBXL. It's insane. Absolutely insane. The UK. So we've got Asterion and Anna also from the UK. That's awesome. So it's the afternoon for you. Martin Dalton. UK. What I do is I just have a sheet that I write everybody that shows up for the live stream and see who's kind of consistent and whatnot. But isn't that insane, man? 436, yeah. Mets, what are you doing? Are you having lunch or are you done for the day? What's your weather like anyway? I hope you've got better weather than we have. Our weather's garbage right now. All right, Reckless. You're gonna head over to the shop soon? Oh, let me know when you're heading up. I don't know if you saw the you probably already took off. I did a very, very quick little video. I had some live stream footage from when I was at the Reckless shop. And so the live stream portion looks like garbage, but the rest of it, you actually get to see the back. You get to see some of his carpet track, which the places, it's just I don't know. The place, it's a beautiful place to go, man. He got his drift car out, and I had my just flip my GoPro upside down and just got some pretty just nice footage of his drift car just drifting inside the store. The next thing that I think he should do is take a GoPro and mag mount it to the top of his drift car and drift through the store. It would just give it a cool perspective, you know? Martin just got in from picking up your boy. The wasn't too bad here, but meant to be -2. Asterion is from the UK, right? Pretty sure he is. Oh, Munich, Germany. Yeah, so your day is coming to a close while our day is just kind of like right in the middle. On the ESC, are there any special wires going to the IC5? Yes. Well, that's why it's called IC5 instead of EC5, because it does have an info wire that comes or that will go out of the battery into. It's only for the battery though. It's just basically what it will do is it'll give you battery. I don't know if it gives you battery temp or not, but it does give you information just about the battery. Otherwise, the only information you're going to be missing is just the battery information. If you're talking about the intelligent part of Spectrum technology, because obviously it's the same thing. Just like this wire right here, you've got another black wire that tags alongside the actual negative wire for the little DB, and it's the same thing for the it's the same thing for breaking everything in. It's the same thing for the XL. wire is just located in the center instead of being connected on the side. So, but it does tag along. Yeah, it actually does tag along. It's just an info wire for the battery. EC5 will work. XT90s will not connect. Do you mean if you do an adapter? If you do an adapter, XT90 to IC5 or EC5 technically, because that's actually what I've got in here. This is an adapter. This is going from IC3 to IC5. I mean, I'm sorry, EC3 to EC5, because there is no tag wire or info wire on this one. I don't have the Bluetooth module right now anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Because you need the Bluetooth module in that to work. You know, just like the track, got to have the Bluetooth module. Why does it always do that? All right, what's happening here? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, of course. You can definitely cut off the connector. Totally up to you. But why would you cut off the connector? Instead, why don't you just use a real adapter? So like if you got an adapter like this, I think this would be your better option, to be honest with you. Don't chop it off. Just get one of these wireless, I called it wireless connectors because it is a wireless connector. The joints are actually soldered to each other, which is the better way to go. Instead of having a pigtail wire like what the DB Pro has, you get this right here. It's an EC5 to XT90. This is definitely the way to go. I use this in my my Hebao, which is that bad boy right there, the beast. I wouldn't cut it off. I mean, you do whatever you want, but I wouldn't chop it off. I would use a connector like that or an adapter. Yes, EC5 exactly to XD90. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's definitely, I feel it's the better way to go because then you're not, I don't know, you can always go backwards easier. You know, just don't do the pigtail style. The pigtail style, you run the risk of amp draw loss over the wire instead of a solid, fused connection between the two. No problem, Ice Man. So to answer that question, how do you answer that question? Because what Arma is coming out with is the Arma unicycle. So if you're into RC unicycles, I guess pick the Arma unicycle that's coming out. It's supposed to be the X-Max killer, right? The Arma unicycle. Yeah. Think about it. The Arma is only a couple of days away. I'm pretty sure you can wait, right? Yeah, 1/5. Yeah, 1/6 Creighton. Yeah, we all knew that. Metz, who I think is gone now, on his we've got a RCGG site on Facebook that's basically everybody that comes to the stream that subscribes to the channel, they can go there, and it's just a group that we share like all the information that we know. We help each other out, like if you've got questions or whatever, and it's a broad spectrum as far as who can go on that channel. It does have rules, obviously, like a better site would, and it might be something that you're interested in. Yeah, just wait to see what Arma has. There's nothing wrong with that. But I already knew that this was already mine. It didn't matter either way. I wasn't waiting. You know what I mean? It's RC Guy Garage in all capital letters. You want the link on here? I can throw you a live stream. I think it makes it easier to throw the link in. There you go. It's right there. It just makes it easier to sometimes just click a link. You know what I mean? And it's small too, though. Don't like some massive site, because I just started it. I think like November. I think it's only like 10 days old. So, but that's the way it happens. I think I am already sold on the DBXL-E. Yeah. Have you, Iceman? Have you ever driven one of these, the DB Pro or the DB? I want to say the difference. There is actually a huge difference driving this. But have you driven a DB Pro? Yeah, but Ben, it's not like you can't start a Facebook. It's easy to do. And you don't have to you can be private on Facebook. You don't have to have it be open to the system. Yeah, you're not a fan of gas? Yeah. Gas can be a pain. Gas definitely is. If you're doing nitro, you definitely I want to say you're in it for the sound and smell, because electric is where it's at, man. I mean, you can't. I feel like you can't beat electric. Gas, maybe you're getting more runtime. That's about it. But even then, though, power for power, I don't know. Oh, might find out you get some extra kids. Uh-oh. Yeah, but, you know, you don't have to go on as your real name either. Sign up, man. Just sign up to Facebook and just keep it private, and then log into the RCGG site. So like I said, it's small. It's just a group for all the subs to be able to share their RC stuff. I mean, coming on here made me realize that it needed to happen because everybody was talking about the RC cars, but it was like, I can't see them. So it also gives you more of a way to share like video and whatever. And getting help is a big one too. There's a couple of people out there that, you know, hey, they've got some knowledge. Yeah, break in, yep. All right, Ben. Thanks for coming to live stream. Yes, it's sagging because the top's open. And we had this sitting inside of it just to show that I think it was designed to have the DB Pro sit of the DBXL. It literally fits perfect. The bumper actually channels inside, locks in to the front of the DBXL. It was just funny. Yeah, there's a lot of weight on that top there, you know, swinged open. That was a good catch too. When the top's closed and we don't have the DB sitting in it, it sits, you know, how it should. The back will come back up. But yeah, we put the batteries in it and just, you know, turned it on. I think it was Iceman. I think Iceman just wanted to know how bright the LED bar was. I had totally forgot about the LED bar. I didn't even look at it when I turned it on. I just wanted to hear it. And I'll tell you right now, exactly why, but the thing is, for the size that you're looking at, it's actually quiet. And the servo sounds, I don't know, man. Just the thing's a monster. It's actually nicknamed already. It got a nickname today. It got a nickname today, the Monster. And you have to say it in Bostonian. Monster. I wish I could, man, but I'm not taking it outside in garbage weather right now. Its first run is going to be in dry sunshine. Man, I'm telling you, it's torturing me because the batteries are charged and ready to rip. And I don't know. I just feel like I can't do it yet. I feel like I'd be disrespecting it. I want to do a couple of dry runs before I get it all wet and nasty, you know? Do it. Please, a peer. Iceman's a peer pressure maniac. If I did it, though, I couldn't do it live. Oh, actually, you know, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I can do live on Iceman. You just made me realize that I can do live. I totally forgot because I used to be able to do live on YouTube, and then all of a sudden it was nuts. I did this live, And then the very next day I went to go live and it was like, oh, you don't fall within the category or what. I'm like, what are you talking about? I just went live yesterday. Yeah, listen to you. No excuse. Oh, you want to know what the excuse is? The excuse is live. The quality of it sucks. So you'd just be looking at a blurry mess. What's the point in that? Don't you want to have like a cinematic, just crazy, amazing, like sunrise, sunset, the thing flying slow-mo through the air, dune sand whipping, like rooster tails everywhere, slow-mo. That's what you want. You don't want a blurry mess of just something screaming by that you can't even see. I could take the DB Pro out and do that, and you'd think it was this thing. Gotta have the cinematic footage of that thing. It deserves it. This thing deserves some cinematic footage, just like this thing too, man. I'm telling you, I've done a few videos on this thing, and I still cannot capture how this thing, the DB Pro, drives on camera. I cannot capture it. I don't know what's wrong with me, other than being inexperienced in filming, that I can't. How, like, obviously we're controlling it with this, right? But you get a certain sense of, I guess, feeling of how an RC drives by the input that you're putting into the controller versus what you're seeing the car do. You get a feel for it, right? I can't film it. I cannot film. Like, I see what I want to happen, but I can't capture what he does. And I haven't figured out why. Other than, like I said, just being inexperienced in filming. That's all. Yeah. Well, the Mojave and the UDR are the exact same size. Pretty much. I think the Mojave, like, what, a half an inch wider. I never measured it. But one of these days, I want to have both of those running. I'll have my wife use the Mojave, and I'll take the UDR, because obviously we know the UDR is a driving. It if you're not careful in the turns when it gets bite because of its solid rear axle, the thing is a flip monster. It'll flip, you know. Oh, what, the size? Barely? Yeah. Yep. Maybe it's, yeah, being a half an inch, quarter inch on each side, right? Why don't you measure it right now? Unless you're not near your cars. It's not like I'm not near mine. They're right behind me. So, Iceman, seeing that you have both the UDR and the Mojave, what are your thoughts between the two? See, that's the whole thing about that RCGG site. You could literally put your information on that site. Oh, you want to see what the turn radius is? Yeah. We'll even do it on deck. The only thing, though, you got to remember is to start marking your remotes somehow. I'm gonna have to start marking stuff. Doesn't seem bad. Trying to tell if it's lock to lock. It's pretty much lock to lock on those. So on the hubs, it is lock to lock. It's definitely not as tight as the DB Pro. The DB Pro definitely looks like it would have a tighter turning radius. But you got to figure the size of this thing anyway. If you're thinking about taking it to a small spot, you're out of your mind. Well, I mean, you're not out of your mind. You just won't be able to get the use out of it that you want, you know? Oh, I guess if you close the top like how I just did, the pins aligned. They align perfect, the posts. I was closing it all nice and easy. I just slammed it and it actually went right on. So I guess that's how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to slam it shut. Just look how that thing sounds, though. It just sounds angry. It is an angry monster. M-O-N-S-T-A. Monster. Big muscle still here, man. What did I do to my controllers? Oh, label maker? Yeah. You know what I was thinking is I've got automotive paint pens. I'll just probably paint pen it, you know? Just make it easy. Just like throw a number on it. Like sometimes you have numbers that correspond on the vehicle. Like obviously you got, you know, number 74 for the DB Pro. You got, what is it, 91 for the Arma. But those two remotes are different anyway. But the only difference is going to be obviously the between this and the DB Pro. It's the same exact remote. So, but I guess if I got the Bluetooth module, I could run both off of. You going to upgrade it or leave it stock till something breaks? What, this thing? Iceman, are you talking about the brand new the brand new DBXL? No, so that's one of the dude, you're funny. You're spending my money before I am. No, what I do for my channel, right? It's literally out of the box. I will out of the box it. So like the MT, right? I don't know how much of my channel you've ever seen, but we've beat the absolute crap out of that thing, and it keeps going for more. It hasn't needed any as an upgrade. I actually burned out the motor, but it was 100% my fault. So I feel like in its stock form, I didn't give it enough chance. I got another stock motor coming for it. It's a 2000 kV anyway, so it's not a bad motor. But I like to run it stock, and then, like you said, like I feel like what most people do, if you do break something, then replace it. But then again, I'm kind of lying to you, because that's not always the case. Because what did I do? What did I do with the UDR was I went on I went on an RPM splurge for the UDR. Now, it's one of those things where I'm going to wait until I break a piece on the UDR. I already have the replacement parts that are in RPM that should definitely be better than, stock. So we'll see. But that's usually how I do it. I feel that that's like the better test model. Is you just test it out of the box, drive it, beat it, do whatever you want to it, and then just take it further. Yeah, you'd leave it. Yeah, it's definitely. I said it earlier. My first RC car was a Tyco Bandit, about 11 or 12 years old. Muscle. Wait a minute. Were you on a stream that I had before? Because somebody else said that they had a Tyco something. Is this your first time on the stream? I think it is, because I would have written your name down. Unless you took off early. Because that's one of the things that's funny. My first RC car that I can, legitimately remember was a Tyco Turbo Hopper, 9.6. Maybe dual servos. I think Losi is coming out with a link kit. Those servos are $50, I think. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know what the deal is with this cough. So whoever's got headphones on or whatever, hope I'm not blowing your ears out. But we got some Iceman. I don't know if you were here earlier. A little bit of an announcement. We got some big things coming for, at least in my opinion, it's not clickbait. I've got some big things coming happening for this channel. For me, in my opinion, it's big things. I'm like totally pumped about it. This is your first time on the channel? Yeah, all right. Because somebody else had mentioned something about having a Tyco, but I couldn't it was. But my first RC was a Tyco Turbo Hopper. Do you remember those things? .6 volt. It had a 2-speed little select transmission. The things were awesome. I killed mine. But actually, I didn't kill it. It just kept on going. But I used that thing. My mother actually has photos of me running it in the driveway. I was having a drifting blast with it. And of course, none of those were waterproof back then, You got your RC wet back then. It was like, yep, just forget it. It's all over. Don't get it wet. But I didn't care. I had fun. Little Tyco Turbo Hopper. And then it from then on, it just probably the Tyco. I said the Kyosho Ultima gave me the bug, but it didn't. It was actually the Turbo Hopper that did. It's just I didn't have my own money at the time. When I got my Ultima, I had my own money. So when you're a kid, you just get what your parents give you. Unless you got a job. I ended up getting a paper route, and then paper route ended up supporting my habit, which is a good habit. What's game over? Wish I knew what mine was, but I can't remember. What's game over? Meaning your game is over? Like you got killed? Got to give this thing like, it needs like the side shot. It just looks better like that. You get to see the Fox logo. You get to see the orange all over the place. Oh, what, the RC getting wet? Yeah. It would be game over if that happened, but fortunately it never, well, did it ever happen? I don't think it ever happened. I don't remember being upset. The thing just kept going. Servers are down. That's junk. And you probably hear secondary audio on here. It's because I'm having issues, obviously, with my live stream. When it gets to, like, for some reason, it seems like when the live stream gets up into the higher numbers, the volume dumps out. So I don't know what the heck that has to do with anything. Well, so Iceman, that's hard to gauge. When you're talking 1/5, yeah, it's gonna feel stiff because you're dealing with a hell of a lot of weight. When you pick that thing up, man, I mean, it's heavy. You know, it's got weight. It's 1/5 scale. You know, so yeah, this is. But I am assuming, because I haven't driven it yet. I'm assuming it's obviously because it's a monster. You know. You know what I should do? How about this? I'm gonna get the bathroom scale and we're gonna weigh that DBXL right now. Good idea, man. All right. So we got the old faithful little bath scale here. Take this bad boy and flip it upside down. Actually, how about this? Turn so I can see the numbers. It's a tank. It is a tank. Oh, wait a minute. Is it on the wing? No. So, weighing it like that, which is obviously, it's not a dry weight. A dry weight would obviously be without the batteries, which I think on the box, it gives a dry weight, doesn't it? So the dry weight The dry weight listed on the box is 28.3 pounds. And then obviously they list it. I don't know why they do this, because you shouldn't list it with the battery weight. But the battery weight for whatever they were intending, which I'm assuming must be for their Spectrum batteries, the loaded weight would have been 30.5. So we had what, 31.6 with those reaction batteries. So 31.6 is what this beast is weighing at. So there you go, 31.6. But just picking the thing up, it's just, I'm glad this bench is built. That camera shake is not, it's not fake, man. That's real. Yeah, what? Oh, look at that. Iceman, you were 1 pound off. That was a good guess. All right. Well, this live stream has been going on for 1 hour and almost 45 minutes. So I think that's pretty good for a live stream. So everybody that came to the live stream, just going to end it now. Got some other stuff to do. I'm going to head over to Reckless Hobbies in Wareham. And yeah, just go over a couple of things and check some stuff out and see what we can get together. So this live stream was literally just all about, I guess, pretty much this monster. It now has a nickname. The DBXL-E 2.0 is called the Monster. Said in Bostonian. There's no R at the end of our words. Monster. So, all right. So I'm just going to end the stream. Thank you for everybody that came. Iceman, see you later. Anna, I don't know if you're still here. Big Muscle, thank you for coming to the live stream. It was awesome. Yeah, that's it. So I'm just going to end it. 3, 2, 1. See ya.